I don't know about you, but as a movie critic, I've seen a lot, and I do mean a lot of bad movies. Now, after leaving the latest pile of Hollywood trash, I would often think to myself, hey, I could write something better than this. And this is what got me interested in writing scripts and getting involved in screenwriting. Now, I will admit, though, not having a formal education in screenwriting has made the process of writing screenplays a little rough at times. Now, for many folks, formatting sort of sucks the life and energy from their screenwriting endeavors. Now, however, what if there was a product available which took all the formatting complexities and did it for you? Would you be interested in that? Now, this is why founder Justin Kudo created SoCreate. He remembers the pain of trying to figure out formatting as a novice. So from the official document on the SoCreate site, SoCreate Writer is a cloud subscription-based screenwriting software designed for people worldwide to tell their unique stories. Now, using its colorful, fun, intuitive interface requires no prior screenwriting knowledge, which I think is awesome. Writers can take their stories on the go with seamless syncing between desktop, tablets, and smartphones. And a paid monthly or annual subscription ensures writers always have the latest version and newest tools at their fingertips. In a nutshell, SoCreate helps novice screenwriters focus on the story and not on the format. Let's explore this a little bit more by firing up the software and seeing what a new user experience is like. Now, if you'd like to see how a screenwriter like myself, who's used multiple different platforms of screenwriting software, thinks about this particular software in his initial first dive, you can find the link into the description below for that type of video. Now, before we go any further, I think it's important to point out that at this time of the video, the software is only in beta, which means some stuff can still change, and also they haven't put in their pricing model just yet. There will be a link in the description on how to sign up for the beta, so if you like this program at all, if you want to kick the tires, feel free to sign up for that beta and take a look and see if you really enjoy the program. Okay, we're going to take a look at SoCreate and give you an introduction. One of the things I like for novice right here is this from the blog section. It tells you get some great screenwriting articles, how to start a screenplay, how to tell a story visually. One that I was looking at earlier, I think I have to remember let me click on the right. Still beta, so we're still having to just click and then I just arrow down. One of the things I thought was good was this character description examples. So it brings you to a blog post, and they do a good job of sort of walking you through how to write a character description. And all this material is very approachable, very easy to use. And so I think they've done a really good job on this, and it's a good resource, especially for new screenwriters when you're not really sure how to do stuff. They do, like I said, they have some wonderful blog articles. So something I really am quite excited to see, because and then they're launching this with the beta, so when people come in, they're not like, oh, how do I do such and such? Well, it did about everything they need to think about in terms of screenwriting is right here. Now, if you need to know a little bit more about how to use the program, you simply need to go to this how-to section up here. As you can see my mouse around it right now, I simply click on that, and it has all these wonderful little videos that talk about how to do different things. You can go from how to export, how do you delete a story, how do you change your story settings, how do you view your story statistics, and how to go to your dashboard. I mean, each of these is linked to a quick YouTube video. So again, you can see they have a lot of videos attached to it. So it's not just like one or two videos. They've really thought this through and have made a really nice resource for new writers, especially who are new to SoCreate. So let's go hit back to the dashboard. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to create something new. And so this is, again, real easy to see. Another nice thing too on the dashboard is they tell you how to write your story with SoCreate. So you can have this as well. You can actually see a previous story that I've tried, and I had that in my last video about SoCreate, which is just sort of a dive into my impressions of just trying the software out for the first time. So let's try and create a new movie, and we'll just take a step-by-step way of showing you how to do this. So let's just click on movie. So we work a working title. We'll put in Screenwriting 1 and just see how that goes. So as you can see, Screenwriting 1 is our working title. It tells me we don't have any characters or locations. Now the first thing we need to do is to simply go to add location. and you can see an image here. Now, depending on where you want to be at, I like the cityscape, but you can change the image by clicking here, and then you can go through and filter by different things. You can do tags, you can do outside, you can do day. Any of those things look fine. I think I'll just select this as my, and just remember to hit the green check mark when you do this. So I need to put a location name. We're going to put store. And then we have to label whether it's outside or inside, day. I like all that stuff. It's pretty easy. And there we go. So then that's selected. And then we can just add characters and dialogue and also action. So let's start with some action. So let's add an action. There is a car coming down the road. And Susie, a Marine, is looking at it warily as she is in a dangerous frame of mind. Okay, something along those lines. And then we can add a character. Hey, there we go. So the interesting thing, you can change the image. When we click that, you can do sort of like doodle type of stuff. You can again change the tags that you can look at the different things. So it really depends on what you like. I actually like that particular picture, so let's pick Susie as her name. Again, we can change her name, her character type to a bunch of different ones. They have male, non-binary, alien, creature, animal, machine. Let's see what the last one. Oh, machines is the last one. So any of those, it's really nice that they have such a drop-down menu where you can do all this. Again, you can write the age. We'll just say that's fine. I wonder what that car is going to do. And so it's as easy as that. I can add another character or whatever I want to do, but this is basically the whole way of creating your screenplay. You just keep adding characters, or once you have a character, the nice thing too is you can click back on that particular person and that'll automatically drop them into your screen here, which I think is really a nice function. So you might be wondering, well, how does that all look afterwards? This doesn't look like anything like a screenplay. Well, what we can do next is go and export the file. We can export it as a PDF. I wonder if it'll let us do it because it's really short. Okay, so I'm going to take a look at we can take a look actually right here. And voila, there you go. It sent me a PDF. And everything is perfectly fine. Screenwriting format-wise, I mean, as easy as that. I know it looks a little different than what's on the page, but it automatically took it and created the correct type of formatting. You'll notice here you can go back, you can back it up, you can send it as a PDF, or you can do final draft. Now, one of the things I really enjoyed about SoCreate is it reduces the pain point of learning how to do formatting. I think it will bring in some new screenwriters who would otherwise not write a script at all because of the formatting, which can be complex at times. Now, however, each product I review has some growing edges or some things I just don't like. Now, SoCreate has some of this as well. And the first one is the price point. If you remember before, this is a beta and they haven't released the price point yet. But this is a big one. If the software service is priced too high, even though it's very friendly for novice screenwriters, I can see not a lot of people using it. It's a good piece of software, but why would I simply not just invest in Final Draft, the industry standard, if the price is too high? Now, at the time of this video also, there's not a lot of pre-script functionalities. There is no beatboard or research tab to put in ideas. Now, it's a word processor basically made for script writing. Most screenwriter software is that, so I'm not knocking SoCreate for that. But its main function is right now acting as that word processor. Now, some people need space to write out their creativity, and at the time of this video, SoCreate does not have this. Doesn't mean it'll never have it. We're just looking at the beta version right now. They can always add this in later, especially if they get a lot of input back from people to say this is a feature that they would like. It doesn't have a lot of editing functionality yet, like softwares like Fade In or Final Draft do. Again, this is just a beta, so they might bring that in, but it's hard to say what they're more focused on with this particular program. Are they focused on just getting beginning writers to write, or beginning screenplays to turn into more advanced screenplays? So that sort of depends on the mission of SoCreate, and I don't know what way they want to go with that, so just keep that in mind as well too. So my final thoughts: if you're a novice screenwriter who gets freaked out by formatting, kick the tires on this one. SoCreate will help you take the idea in your head and help you put it on the paper. Let me know if you have any particular questions below, because I'm always happy to answer them if I'm able to. Hi, if you're new to my channel, my name is Paul from Screenwriting Mentor. I make videos about screenwriting and screenwriting software. If this is the kind of content you think would be helpful, feel free to hit the subscribe button below. If you have questions about software, leave them in the comment section below, and I will do my best to answer them for you. Or if there's a software you want me to look at, let me know. I know I have Script coming down the line, which is another free screenwriting software that's coming down the line as well too. Now, if you're interested in screenwriting software in general, take a look at this video. It's my one talking about my top 10 favorite screenwriting softwares for 2023. Well, until the next video, write well and live well.